Still I'm on the learning phase. I
Got
can't
it.
say like I'm perfect. Nobody is perfect, even I will say.
So, a very warm welcome to both of you, Rohit and Neha. My name is Sarla, and I represent SoilCup. So, once again, I welcome you both to this edition of an interview with both of you. Thank you so much for taking out time, Neha and Rohit.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
So before we go ahead, I just want to ask from you both a little bit about your background. Maybe we can start with Neha, ladies first. So Neha, you could just tell us a little bit about your background, your schooling, your education, and a little bit of introduction of yourself.
Sure. Actually, I did my after my plus two, I just joined the arts section. My schooling was in Jalandhar. Actually, I belong
Right,
from Jalandhar city in Punjab.
right,
Then after that, I did my MBA in Lovely Institute.
right,
After doing my MBA, I just joined the IBM in Chandigarh. There I was in HR section. There we used to recruit the management, or
right.
we can say the employees for the BPOs. And
Okay,
yes, after the time span of 7 to 8 months, I just came back just to my home city. Then I joined my father's business. I usually
right.
go and used to watch out how the workers are doing there, how my father is managing all the finances in the business, how he
Neha,
is
one
taking the
question.
business from
So
the
here I
market.
would just like to interrupt you one moment. So how old were you when you joined your father's business?
No, it was not a that was not a serious business, not a serious action from my side. I was quite young at that moment. I was just, I think, 21 years old, maybe, or we can say 20 years old last. I usually
Right,
used to go as my grandmother always motivates me, encourages me that you should always involve in the business. Like she usually
excellent.
go to the business. My grandmother, she was having keen interest to go in the business line. So whenever my father used to go in the market or somewhere on the tours, so my grandmother used to take care of the business. So with her, I usually go to the business, usually see what she do there. She was very strict by nature. So whenever she sits and whenever she go for the round in the labor, everybody got alert, like somebody is there, she's watching us.
Right,
So I think this was very motivating for me to go, because once you go anywhere, it usually you can just grow with your interest in the same side. So after that, I just joined one of the more recruitment kind of job. There I just that was just to learn the experience, like how the how the other companies they usually recruit, on what basis they used to take the interviews and everything. So after time
right.
span of 1 year, I just quit out from there. Then after I became say 7 or 8 months, I just got married in this family. In this family, it is a nuclear family. I was having my mother-in-law, father-in-law, and my husband. We was only three members. It was very small family. So at that
Right.
moment, Rohit was having very keen interest, like Neha. She need to join our business too, because he's the one in the family. He also wants
Right.
ki, like whenever he goes somewhere, one should be there, because it always say one and one makes more rather than doing any single thing. So when I just got married after 4 or 5 months, I think I just joined the business. It was very new line for me. It was a faster industry where I was very new. Everything was totally
Right.
new. I was not known with any kind of product, like what is washer, what is nut. It was difficult for me even to identify the simple things at that moment. But I thought it's okay if I will come. I have joined, I'm having determination in my mind. I will definitely going to learn the single thing because it is very technical line. Even point one
Absolutely.
point, you can say the party they reject the material only because of point one difference. So slowly, gradually, I just joined the business.
Right.
I just joined every department, like from accounts, from stock entry, from product, from interacting with the parties for the payments, for everything.
Right.
Whenever I used to go, I always it increases my interest to learn more and more. Now it is
Right.
still I'm on the learning phase. I
Got
can't
it.
say like I'm perfect. Nobody is perfect, even I will say. Like still I'm learning from my father-in-law. Sometimes I used to stand with my
Right.
father-in-law on the right side and used to say, "Okay, how you are reading this picture which is send it by the party, on what basis you
Right.
are going to give the rates." Sometimes he used to say me ki, like now you know how to deal with this thing, now you just tell me what cost we need to send a kind of quotation to the party. So we
Right.
can say like I'm still on the learning process right now.
You're a
I'm
management
blessed with,
trainee.
yeah, we can stay people.
So what
Yes,
I would like to, what I would like to say, thank you so much for sharing, in detail about your background. And first of all, I must congratulate you, Neha, because, it is very rare that one gets to see, a grandmother, heading a business. And you are, I think,
yes,
one of those lucky people who have witnessed that in your own house. Because we often hear, especially in our country, we often hear the boys should be doing all these nuts and bolts things. And the girls should be
yes,
going and doing some boutique work and clothes work. But I'm so proud of you today, that you are able to enter very nicely and smoothly into a man's world and into a man's business. And you're so keen to learn. So many congratulations to you on that without having any fear inside, that because you don't have that kind of knowledge. And yet, I think you were very hungry, to learn, to grow, to prove yourself. And you're so determined. I'm very proud to be a part of this interview, today. Thank you so much for sharing. And also, I think a lot of, congratulations to Rohit for giving your better half this opportunity and a platform, and not very easy. It's not at all easy. And I think it's a commendable thing that you are doing, that you're giving so much of importance, responsibility to Neha, and so much of trust you have, in her that she can manage the show. Excellent. So, three cheers for that, Rohit.
Thank
Now,
you.
coming to Rohit, maybe now you can share a little bit about your background. Since she has shared about the business, now I would like to know about you and how you started this journey as an entrepreneur, Rohit.
Great, ma'am. As I studied last from the Punjab Agriculture University, I have done MBA from the PTU. Then after, as I see that my family, it's in my whole, in my last generation, my father is the only into the business and all other family members into the service background. I
Right.
found hard to do like, because you are from the P2P, you need to work at all corners because where we reside there are the mostly MSME organizations, small companies, as same
Yes.
we are before, and it's not a place where you can find a couple of MNC. There are the small
Right.
houses where
Right.
the people are working, doing some product things. So as after completing my MBA, I have a bit of nature of doing something special and a bit
Right.
into the management, like taking into my personal stuff to the organization stuff to the books, bookkeeping, everything. So finally, even though in my childhood also, I used to see like some. I remember one thing. I found a piece of nut lying on the road. I go back to my father and said, "Okay, you want to buy this piece? How much it cost for you?" So like taking a money in a different way. So that type of things I sometimes recall from my father that I used to do these types of things. So
Right.
even though while in my college, sometimes with my friends, because whenever I meet some my old batchmate, they say, "How's your business going on?" So I realized that why they are asking me this question after a couple of 10 years. So I think I might be I have done something like I know when in my college in the student home I used to get some stuff from my business like some books and do study there. And try to manage that. So it's a way. Then I got married. Neha comes into my life. And again, I just want to add, as you told that in India, women's in fast growing industries are a bit hard to listen. The same, there is one association in US that is Wi-Fi, women's in fasteners industry. Whatever the
Right.
women's in fastener industry, there is a group of
Right.
association. So I inspired from that, and I told Neha that my vision is to do the business, and even though I blessed with two daughters, and even I like to see like how my I blessed I have two sisters, so I see that they are also into some services, earning money. Although earning money doesn't mean that you need a money always. It's your passion also.
Yes,
So same way, I
absolutely.
encourages Neha that you just try to come into it, and
Correct.
I need a second hand also who will help me. As my father age is getting, he's getting old, and it's a
Right.
business where your your sitting is also matter. So just making her mind, and even though she's interested, I get to know from this interview that how she interested before. Earlier it is not in. So
Thanks to Soil Cup for that.
great. So then finally, my father supported her a lot. Like
Right.
sometime my father told me, why you are asking this question to Neha? She is not prepared. She is not experienced. Let her learn. And
Right.
even though I realized this thing when I train my daughter into the sports, that everything needs time with
Right.
the continuous learning with the long stability. So I given a
Correct.
so might be she's into the last 4 to 5 years. So I
Right.
just help her to managing all the ways, even though I want to break my social circle also because I'm managing the home stuff also sometime because we know that she's also working and coming back from the same time back from the office with me and how it come possible to cook the food and all stuff. So I'm getting some
Right.
other way. So about me, I'm happy that she's here and she's doing really good. I want that I am a marketing person. I want to
Right.
move around the world. That so that's my need, my reason that Neha, can you help me sitting behind in the office so that I will be mentally free. That where I am going, my office is running pretty good because financially
Right.
need to get your stable life. So
I'm so
finally,
happy. I'm so happy to hear that. So I want you to talk about your dependable fasteners. So what exactly is dependable fasteners? What is the product and to whom are you supplying or are you manufacturing? A little bit more about your product and business here.
yes. Depend our company name is Dependables and division is Fasteners. So we usually
Okay.
say Dependable Fasteners. The
Mm-hmm.
name is done with through my grandfather. It's a story of 1976 or 82.
Right.
He's doing business on commission basis for some other
Right.
client. But
Right.
what I learned from my clients that they know that I am a third generation, so
Right.
they
Right.
usually talk about my grandfather. They are very good in somehow Shari to convincing someone in Urdu. So when I learn these
Okay.
types of things, I realize the picture, what I am doing right now and what he had done 25 years back to building the
Right.
relation. So our is a Dependables is a sourcing company. We source fasteners from the Ludhiana. We have couple of hundred suppliers here, and those engineering product we manufactured from here and supplied to the majority to the South India, like Chennai, Bangalore, these region, where these fasteners are utilized like in a windmill, in a metro, or in a railway, or in a water walls. There is a big hub, MNC companies in the South India, like in a Hubli region, Bangalore region, who supply to the, water walls or export, they are the exporters or multinational
Right.
companies. So we
Right.
supply to those with all these engineering aspect. Although I'm not from the engineering background, but with great experience of engineering getting from generation to generation, and same adding to the Neha. Now she is talking about the microns, point one. She realized that how the things are happening in
Yes.
the life. Like we can talk about the seconds or the microsecond or a point one or point two So it matters a lot. So
Right.
that is our native business. We have a group of 17 to 18 team members in the admin staff and 18-20 laborers managing all the inventories, and supply chain management is our basic role model where we work.
Right. Great. Can you share anything interesting in your business? Anything that you remember कि भूल नहीं सकते in your business? Any incident, any event which happened in your business that is very close to you, something special about your business,
Yeah.
which you would
I,
like to
I,
share with others?
yeah, definitely. The learning lessons from my business, that is what I learned, that is sustainability. I remember one a client in 2013. I went to Bangalore. I called him, and it's a Friday, and I have a return flight on Saturday. He
Right,
said, "I am pretty busy today. Why you haven't confirmed me before? I know that if
right,
I call him before, there is a couple of big competitors who are already indulged with him. But I happily said, okay, with the next meeting, I will see you. I know that next meeting is not possible so easy, but I committed him that next meeting I will see you. And after the couple of 5 years, I am doing the maximum business with that client who
Oh,
denied me, and that give me the lesson of sustainability. That how you need to be sustainable, to follow particular person. And one thing, that is a payment recovery. I remember it's an old payment of 2016, even though before COVID. And in 2022, I just getting out from my hotel, and by chance, the person who want to receive me, he's bit late for 20 minutes. Then I give him
right,
the call. I'm going just away, walking. I'm coming by walk. Just meet you. And by chance, I have taken a wrong turn, and I see a client name, and I know my ledger account. Some small amount is pending, about 30,000 from him. And I see two bit smart next generation persons are sitting on the table of that client. I asked, how's your father? He said, he's good. And I am Rohit from Dependables. By the chance, his father came that time. He greeted me, he given me a cup of coffee. And it's a payment recovery of after the couple of 7 to 8 years. And it's a wrong turn from me. It's my luck that early morning I got taken a 15 minutes before from my hotel, and I got that payment. And again, the relation is revived. So,
right.
that is the things which make me more motivated in regard to
Absolutely.
fastener industry. Because as a fasteners, sometimes my father say, this product we are stocking from till 1982. So that I am selling the product in 2023, and this product we are having in from the 1982. So like how long that some items are sustainable. So that is a good
Correct.
point in regard to our product line, that it never get a taste change, or like
Right.
there is nothing like so like in it will get it will be no use in the future.
Yeah, right. It's like an evergreen product which people will keep on using even in the future.
Yeah, it's a one thing more I used to add. One of my clients from the Hasur, he called me 3 months before and asked me, Rohit, do you have scrap? I said, never somebody asked me about scrap. Everybody needs a, pretty good finishing. Everything should be a measurement okay. And I asked, because of the relation, I said, Uncle, why you need these all things? He
Right.
shared me a video, like after what he is doing with the help of those scrap fasteners, he's making some statues in a welding operations, like
Hmm.
couple of joining lakhs of nuts in a way, like a particular good statue, and he's exporting the same to the Europe.
Right.
So these things are just whenever wherever the product can be utilized, it's your way how you need to
Right.
sell it.
So creative. This is nothing but, creativity at its best.
Yes.
स्क्रैप से कुछ बना रहे हैं और उसको एक्सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं.
Really वो
Amazing.
कई statues.
You give him the scrap material. Did you manage to give him the scrap material?
Yeah. And then I asked my foreman, what you have done the last year's scrap? He said it is lying here. Now that person asked me what's the rate for it. I thought that it is now it's not a scrap. It is in a usable way. So it is
Yes.
bit. I told bit low because as a regard but still it is in
Right.
a usable way. And even though
Right.
I am showing that video to all my friends, that see this type of things are going in Chennai. People are using
Right.
scrap also for in a better way to use that material like this.
Correct.
Right.
Amazing. It's an amazing, points that you have shared about your business. Thank you so much for sharing. And I want to ask you, Neha, what exactly, like during this entire journey of business, have you faced any failures? How many years is it actually that you are in this business with your husband, the dependable business? How many years is it
I think
now?
it's over 7 years. that I have joined
And
this business.
what have you faced? What all failure? Have you faced any failures in this 7 years?
Not a kind of failure, but it's I'm still on the learning process right now. The failures
Right,
is like that. I'm not very good in maths. I'm not good in calculations.
right,
Sometimes sometimes when I used to see like the drawings, they are in 1.1, in 1.2, in mms, and we just need to calculate the same price in kgs, some same price in pieces, what the price, how to calculate from thousands to ones. Sometimes I got confused how they are calculating in a so fast way and in a very small things, how they are calculating. Still, I will say I'm on the learning process right now.
learning, right,
Some of the calculations are easy, which I have learned, but still I'm sometimes I
learning.
use thought, yes, sometimes I
And I'm
used to
very
ask
sure
my
that you will be a master very soon, because you seem to be so determined, and you're not afraid of admitting that you don't know. You are still a student and you would love to learn it. And I'm very sure you would be the master and above everyone. But I would like to know, from Rohit, about the business part. So is it every year that you're making profit? And I mean, don't you people have any setback in your business? क्योंकि हम तो हमेशा यही सुनते हैं कि बिजनेस में बहुत सारा losses होता है, only then it is considered a business. So you have to
Be-
invest, then you lose money, then you make profit, and then you struggle. So ऐसा कोई story है आपके साथ?
हाँ स्टोरी है मैम like because as I told you my father is also with me. I have a setback of approximately 8 to 10 lakh of rupees. A person said we
Right,
will not pay. Either
right,
his position is not good or something like. I'd asked my father to file a suit against him, and
right,
my father given me a story. Beta, you have earned from him only. Now his situation is not good. Don't go for this task. Okay, let him recover for a way. Okay, his commitment is there, and literally
right,
we faith on his word. Still, it is not recovered, but still we
right,
haven't changed our track. Like he told me that for what you are going to Chennai to add on the business, not to fight with someone. Okay, okay, it's your luck. If you lose some amount, no worries. Okay, let that part aside. Don't make it on the top priority. What you are losing, what you are going to earn in the next way, target that thing. Like these types of lessons,
fantastic.
when your ancestors, some senior persons are there in your lifespan, you learn these types of things. And even though we are lucky, Neha with us, we added a lot. We added a lot of buildings and buildings along with us, as from where we have started to a particular, you can say 800 square yard, we have added up, and we are getting our
Right,
neighbor properties, and we are getting all the thing on the Neha name. That is the thing.
right, very good.
Okay, because we found that somebody is there for what we are earning. Like why, my vision is not to just earn the money. My vision is to make the good learning to the Neha, to my staff. When a pretty young girl came of 21 years getting big, she said, I am BCom. I tell them to put your BCom in your pocket and come here. I will give you a new lesson. Okay. Like because I consider all the new learner like my daughter. Like see because that patience you required. If somebody need to
Right,
learn, they need to be very patient all the way. Sometimes I somebody asked me, Rohit, you employed so much staff, is it required in nut and bolts? Some of my supplier told me. I said it's my vision to work. I vision on customer relationship. I don't only vision on earning, cutting the cost. Okay, where I am going, the relations multiplied. That is the, yeah, earning, getting the new clients. It's all your marketing skills, your communication skills, that how
yeah,
you recall someone. I tell my whole staff, they are say, I tell to whom you talk. They said ABC party. I said, why you are talking with a party company? You should talk with a person. Tell me the person
correct,
name, whom you are
correct,
talking.
correct. Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, that is a difference in the communication. Calling with through a person name, then they realize that somebody, because see, we are so far from the South India, it's our
Yes,
commitment. Okay, taking an advance money is not at all. It's your commitment what you are delivering. You are delivering on
hmm,
time, even though saying that it's not possible, sir, it's also a clear story. You need to deliver that also. But all the good ways going on, ma'am. All good.
excellent, excellent. So I'm sure, your employees must be also benefiting a lot working in your organization. Having leaders, like you both, Neha and Rohit, and of course your father, imparting not only knowledge about the work, but also about these soft skills. Like, you have to take the name of the person and not the company. It's very important. It's very, very important for your business. Tell me something, Rohit, what does actually success mean to you? What does success mean to you? I think you consider yourself successful. So, आपके लिए success
Success means what you have thinking and you have achieved. That is a success. It's not only the money. It's about.
yes,
It's not like I just. On the other hand, I am getting that thing to a particular sports. Success is not a medal, one, two, or three, gold, silver, or bronze. Success means you participated, your continued discipline toward the work, you are able to do that
right,
discipline, your interest to the work. That is your success. You pray to the God that I am going to a particular task. Let help me that barrier will not come. That is the story of success. That you have a
right.
faith on the God and God help you that you are on the particular track and your things are going
Right.
on. And what I believe with the continuous efforts, everything
Yes.
comes to you.
Yes.
Even though if it doesn't come, it means might be it is more better. You are getting something more
Yes.
better than that. That
Yes.
is the successful story. Success means that what your surroundings are, they are learning from you. Success means a employee who comes to my office, he's getting 12,000, and when he leaves me, he's capable of 25,000. When he comes back to me, that I got 25,000 sir salary, then I found I am a successful teacher to him. I'm really very happy when I like these types of stories comes to me because see my office he or she is a raw handed, okay, and slowly uh, gradually with the time spent with my skills adding into it learned a lot. That is a success
Right.
story for me.
Very nice to hear that. Very nice to hear that. Neha, what do you think, let's say 5 years from now, you're, of course, 7 years in this business. Where do you think 5 years from now, 10 years from now, what is your dream? Do you have any dream and any goal, any ambition, What is it that you are thinking कि dependable कहाँ तक जाना चाहिए या कहाँ तक जाएगा ये?
I yeah, I always wish ki dependables right now where it is just to increase more and more business so that just to regard the old parties. I always want the old parties should always be regarded so that they should they should give us more business. And I always want our business to grow more and more, not with parties, but with the existing parties only. Like
Right,
they are giving very good business right now. If we will
right,
regard them, they will definitely going to give us more business. And
right,
I always wish like our business to grow more so that our girls are as we are blessed with the two baby girls. I always want they should join our business, the same field
right.
or whatever they wish. But this field is giving us more learning every aspect, like from
Right.
calculations, from everything. It is giving
Mm,
us very vast knowledge. It computers also we are having everything on the emails. We are getting emails, we are replying on the emails, we are using Excels here, we are using a kind of pen drives here, a kind of vast things are here. So a lot of learnings are here in the business. So I always wish my kids to get involved in this business also.
I want to add
great, great.
something like I
Yeah, yeah,
recall
yeah. I know.
something
I'm
about
seeing Rohit wants to add something. Yes.
when I use successful story for Neha when with the efforts of the coordinating with the account stream when the payments come in na, she put out the file in front of my father. See the payment come. So she's really
So my question, Rohit, my question to you, do you find any difference in the way you're doing business, say, COVID se pehle, COVID ke baad? What kind of a difference have you noticed?
yeah. There is a lot of difference came. It's all about the nature of the person. Now the people doesn't say that why you haven't come from the last 1.5 year. Okay, they feel strange. Okay, hi, you came right now. Okay, great. Have a cup of tea. They never ask this question. Earlier, my schedule is that if there's a gap of a 1 quarter, I need to go. Okay.
Correct.
Now, in regard to the payment term, they accepted our emails. They accepted the internet media. They accepted the communication by this way. Earlier, they have a nature that when you come, we'll discuss. When you come, we'll discuss. Okay. So that is a major difference in the way the communication of and in regard
Right.
to the that is a major difference I consider. That is your payment
Right.
of communication. Even though your nature also, now the people are pretty stable. They
Like
know
what
that
you're
if
trying to say, Rohit, is, now because of, everything becoming online, everything is becoming digital. Now there's no need for, two people to meet, face to face. Everything is happening online, Neha, and everything is like digitalized. So, do you find this better? Because, that is, we have been doing business, for so many years and decades in the orthodox way of meeting people, explaining to them about products, showing them the things, और फिर जाके एक business deal close होता है. Now it is no longer like that. Everything is being done on digital platform. So I think we are saving time, we are saving money, we are saving so much of effort, and then there is more business because I think time leverage is happening. एक ही हम 2 घंटे में या 4 घंटे में हम एक कस्टमर से मिलते थे. And now I think, in one day you can easily handle 10 people also.
even though more than
So
that,
have
it's
you
really good.
experienced that? Have you experienced that in your business?
Yes, it is there because when you are expecting that the person is accepting the Zoom meeting and you can have
Yes.
a conversation on the particular aspect like adding up the WhatsApp. So considering the WhatsApp is like either it's not a formal channel, but people make it
Yes.
like they are getting their decision on it on the WhatsApp.
Right.
I think that internet is only for the information, not for the decision. After the COVID period, people consider the internet for the decision also. Like so in regard to, although it is not the aspect that your personal one-to-one interaction, it's covered by the AI. It matters a
Yes.
lot when you are interacting with someone. Your transparency will be the pretty good, but in regard to the saving of time, transportation, and all those costs, and even though we are managing our with our kids also by saving that time.
Absolutely. In fact, my next question will be coming to that because how do you manage, your work plus your life, the personal life? You have to give time to family also. So how do you manage? Neha and Rohit, both of you can share, because you being a mother, you are still involved in the business, hands on. And Rohit, you're also involved in the business. So how do you manage the time? And please share a little bit about work-life balance.
When you set your priorities, like you need to give this time to the business. You need to
Yes.
channelize everything, your eating
Correct.
ways, your discipline to having a food, your particular pattern, what you like in our family. Every day, one day before, we decide the schedule. Like if
Right.
some guests come, they said what is going on in the evening. So that is a formal meeting, means that we are planning our next schedule. When
Excellent.
the kids are coming back from the school, we added up one place near to the factory where the kids, as a residence, small residence, where my kids came back from the track from the school to the this place, and by 6:30 we go back all. And like this, we need to manage things, managing the
Right.
maid. Still, it's a long involvement of the mother, to handle the, because business is always secondary for every mother.
Absolutely.
Kids are the
Absolutely.
on the top. Kids are on the top priority. What I realized, and the things are as you are and with Neha also. So in
Me, as Rohit told,
Yeah.
like we always schedule our task one day earlier. So
Right.
before that day, we used to plan the day, an exciting day for the kids. Right now, the schools are on off, so kids are
Yes.
free. So we used to plan a kind of library hours for our kids, like 2 hours she will going to spend reading session or something else in this library. And for my little one, we used to
Awesome.
manage who usually come here in our office for 1.5 or 2 hour or sometimes 2.5 hours. She used to play music. Sometimes she
Right.
recite a kind of poems. Sometimes she engaged them in one and another way so that the
Right.
time whatever they are on free it can be utilized in a more creative, or we can say in a fun way, so that they can learn from that, we can say a vacant time. So
Right.
we managing in our best way so that our kids can learn and can spend their time in a more good way.
what I want to add, like when a woman entrepreneur comes, Okay, when the woman comes in the
Yes.
business environment, she able to know that she can learn that how that human resources will be utilized. Sitting idle at a home is not the aspect. As
Right.
Neha see a lot of things we are managing with our staff. So in
Right.
regard to learning and adding skills to your kids, you need to manage the things by getting the services and need to
Absolutely.
manage getting the services and managing those services are both are the different aspect. So managing the services are bit harder than getting the services. So it making still we are on the interview. Our kids come, a small daughter of 4 years. We just told her we are on the interview because we are not usually on the interview always. And she is very that both the parents are doing looking one movie sitting on a table. They stop us every time, and now they are on a and they just standing across the that
Yeah,
door.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. And we will not keep you, waiting for a long time. Maybe another, 4 or 5 minutes. That's it. But
Thank
yes,
you.
thank you so much for, be agreeing to be here on this show today. Thank you so much, Neha, and thanks, Rohit. But before we say goodbye, I want you to answer the last question, maybe. So, like, the last question I would like to ask you both is, what is the message for entrepreneurs, especially, people, young entrepreneurs? Because nowadays, post COVID, not people have got used to staying at home. People do not want to go and work 9 to 5. I have seen this trend. Before COVID, everybody was running to office, but post COVID, like lots of people have lost their jobs, lost, and most of them start working from home, and many of them have started, new startups, entrepreneur. Everybody wants to do some business or the other. So आप उनके लिए क्या बोलना चाहते हैं? What would you like to guide? How would you like to guide them, new entrepreneurs?
Yes.
Because you are four generation in business. I think four generations, am I right? Or is it
Yeah,
third
it's
generation?
third generation.
He is third.
Third generation. Third
Yes.
generation. Yeah.
What I want to add, lot of things and opportunities are available in the market. Upcoming technology is there. EV vehicles are there. Okay. Internet AI is getting expanding a lot. The person goes into the business after learning only. They doesn't go for without learning.
Right.
Starting the business in any age is possible. It's not that you are 26 now, you are 36 now,
Yes.
that you are late for the business. Nothing like that.
Right.
But that particular time should come when you are putting your things on your shoulder. Yes, I am ready now.
Right.
Because when somebody say that I bear the loss, it means I realize that he taken that transaction as a chance without upgrading her knowledge and skills. Then the losses
Right.
will be there. But if you
Right.
are pretty sure for what you are doing and you are pretty sure that you have put up 100% efforts before, then the success story will comes to you. And in regard to the learning skills, don't try to live in a comfortable zone. Like what I say, P2P, like PN to proprietor. Okay, you are the PN of your company, you are the proprietor of your company. Give regard to every employee. Find out
Absolutely.
who's ready to learn the skills. Just put more
Right.
efforts on them. And
Right.
consistency, again, I am telling that is a major aspect.
Right.
Now, Neha, with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Neha
adding
can
in
add
more.
and then we can close so that your children are waiting for you.
Yeah, definitely. Even when I nowadays actually I'm doing work on the payments file. So I think that the as shared by Rohit, consistency is always or follow up is always better. Like what happens if we follow the same party for after a week, we again asking for the payment like you haven't you told like to commit to do the payment within 2 days still but you haven't done, so they are going to do it in a very fast way. So whatever I will say, the follow up is always important. Follow up is the one of the key point for your success.
Yes. Yes.
Either you follow up for is your quotation, for your rates, for your payments, for anything else. I can understand that follow up is one of the secret key for any success,
Yeah. Right.
especially in the business.
Absolutely. Yeah. Persistence pace, follow up pace,
Yes.
and
Sure.
yeah, perseverance pace. Very important. Absolutely.
Yes.
So, Neha and Rohit, Thank you so much for giving this time for Soil Cup interview. And I wish you both all the best. And as Neha said, she would like to see this company dependable, grow more and more and more. And I'm very sure that this company is in very safe hands.
Thank you,
And
please.
two people who are so passionate and looking at the same, goal and same ambition. I'm sure you'll be very, very successful. So look forward to meeting you people in person also. Thank you so much.
Done.
Have a
Great, man.
nice evening. Bye bye.
Thank you so much.
So finally, thank you, SoilCup, for giving us this opportunity. And
Thank you so much, SoilCup, for giving us such a wonderful experience to share our own experiences. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it was a pleasure meeting both of you, and I personally have learned a lot, Neha. Being in the businesswoman myself, I've learned a lot, and I would really love to connect with you people very soon. Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks.
thank you.
Bye bye.
Thanks so much.